This is my response to the Christmas Future organization. This video has been featured, and I was very delighted to look at it, to know about this organization that has spent about $1 trillion to end poverty. For the last decade, I have been doing some charity work through my foundation in India, particularly to feed people and help people to recover from, children recover from polio and other things. I am very delighted that the world is becoming more conscious to reach out to Africa. I have one concern. There will be enough money, definitely there will be enough money to physically address this problem. But the real problem is not getting the money out. It is very important to feed them, to give them shelter and so forth. But the most important thing, in my opinion, is to look at the problem from a philosophical perspective. And that is, what caused this amount of suffering for the people living, particularly in Africa, Indonesia, India and China. And I have come up with some answers. And that answer is, one predominant answer that comes to my mind again and again is that poverty is the disease of the soul. The souls who incarnate there have somehow embraced poverty. And these souls need to be educated that they should not have this idea of poverty at all in their consciousness. Many years ago, when Princess Di died, I was teaching a seminar in Sedona. At the same time, Mother Teresa also died. I was looking at the newspaper, local newspaper there. There was an article about Mother Teresa. She knew about her death, and then she related a dream that she had to the Prince of Greece, I believe, that she died and went to heaven. She was not allowed inside by Saint Peter. He denied admission to Mother Teresa. Isn't it strange? And she demanded an answer from Saint Peter. Saint Peter replied to her, that you do not belong in here. You belong only to the slums. Go back to the slums. This was a dream that she reported to the Prince of Greece, and then that was published in the newspaper. And then I just went to the class, and then I just gave a talk based on that. This dream is meaningful because of this higher laws of nature, that you become as you think. If the soul is preoccupied with a certain thought, whether it is a slum or a 5-star hotel, it actualizes whatever it is repeatedly thinking. The dream of Mother Teresa has to do with the same thing, that she always has been with these people in India in slums, and her whole consciousness is filled with compassion for the people in the slum. So when she went to heaven, where there is no misery, suffering, sorrow, or any of the things associated with the slum, she naturally wouldn't belong in there. That's why Peter told her, just go back. So my program for Africa and other countries would be to educate these souls not to embrace poverty at all. And that is as important as providing meals to these people. Just providing meals to those people, of course, will help to satisfy their thirst and hunger. But then we have to do something at the soul level. I've been talking about poverty as a disease of the soul for some time now. And people have to really go into this concept and see what we can do at the soul level to liberate everyone from poverty so that they will not create this situation. I have other observations on poverty. I am going to be very deeply involved in ending global poverty. And I have my own views which I will from time to time share with the YouTubers.